Hariam dear children, welcome to our social science class. I think all of you are safe and comfort at your home, and also always you remember what you want to remember about the prevention is better than cure. So all of you want to prevent this COVID-19. For preventing, we want to take precautions. What are the precautions we want to take against the COVID-19? We want to take plenty of water, hot water, and also healthy foods. And one important thing, always keep SMS. Keep social distancing, wearing mask and use soap or sanitizer. And never go outside unnecessarily. And some of you have an attitude to attend functions, that is also not good. So trying to keep social distancing always. So we can return back to our social science class. Last class we have our revision class. Today we are going to learn about the new lesson from our political science. Last class we finished our history lesson. Today we are going to learn about geography. But we are going to learn the first lesson from the political science textbook, that is the Indian Constitution. What is the name of our lesson? The Indian Constitution. How many of you have heard about this Constitution? Any idea? Do you know, or do you, all of you have your diaries in your school? School diary? All of you are familiar with our school diary. The new students, they are not at all familiar with our new school diary, but they have also their own school diary, isn't it? So, what is the specialty of this school diary? When we read a school diary, we can understand the nature of the school, the functioning of the school, the rule of the school, the law of the school, the punctuality of the school, etc. Whatever the thing happened in the school, we can understand by reading a school diary. Isn't it? So, what kind of uniform, lunch break, play time, interval time, all things are included in the school diary. So, school diary is a set of rules and laws related to our school. Like the Constitution is also a set of rules and regulations according to a particular country is governed. So, what is the Constitution? Anshida, Constitution means it is a set of rules and regulations. In Constitution, what we can see is a set of rules and regulations, rules and laws according to which a country is governed. So, all the democratic countries have its own constitution. We have also our constitution. It is considered as the largest written constitution in the world. So, we have our constitution and it is considered as the largest written constitution in the world. All of you understood? These are some introduction to the constitution. So, likewise, all of you know, before 1947, what was the condition of India? Before 1947, India was the colony of Britain, or India was ruled by Britain. So, the laws and rules are made by the Britain for India. We want to obey the suppressive rules of Britain. Isn't it? So, our freedom fighters, our forefathers fought against this British rule and they sacrificed their life for us, and we got independence in 1947, August 15th. Is it true? I think all of you know all these things. India became free when? In 1947, August 15th. So, before getting freedom, already I said India was ruled by British. Before that, Before the arrival of British, what was the condition of India? India was ruled by king or queen. India was divided into small princely states. So there is no need of a constitution because each princely state has its own rules and regulations. So there is no need of a particular constitution, isn't it? So after independence, what happened? There is no princely states. There was no rule of king or queen. Then we need a constitution for the entire country. So approximately 3 years, our leaders, our freedom fighters met regularly and they drafted a constitution for India. More than 300 members from all over the world, they met regularly for drafting the constitution. Approximately 3 years. That means 2 years, 11 days, 2 years, 11 months, 17 days taken for the drafting of the constitution. All of you understood? How many days? 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. So, the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, all of you know about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar was considered as the father of Indian Constitution. He was the chairman of drafting committee and he was considered as the father of Indian Constitution. So, we can look what is meant by constitution and what is the purpose of the constitution, why do we need a constitution, etc. So, already I said, Devanarayanan, what do you mean by constitution? Constitution is a set of rules and regulations according to a country is governed. What do you mean by constitution, Sean? Constitution is a set of rules and regulations. It is a set of rules and laws. There were so many laws and rules according to a country is governed. According to your country is governed. That is constitution. So, our Constituent Assembly took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to draft our constitution. So, why we celebrate this Republic Day? What is the speciality of Republic Day? So, 1950, January 26, our constitution came into force. So, 1950, January 26, our constitution came into force. So, that particular day, January 26, we celebrate as Republic Day. So, why do we need a constitution? What is the purpose of the constitution? Already I said there are so many laws are there, rules are there, regulations are there. So, what is the importance or what is the need of a constitution? What is the purpose of the constitution? Please look. A constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. A constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. First function, first purpose of the constitution, it tells us the fundamental nature of the society. Already you know, in a country, different communities living together, different languages are there, different religions are there. All these groups wanted to live together in a harmonious way. So, India is a secular country. All of you know India is a secular country. Our constitution in the preamble itself tells that India is a socialist, sovereign, secular state. So, there is no chance of any religion in our country. Any religion have no importance. All religions are considered as equal. So, Constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. When the preamble itself, we can understand what is the fundamental nature of the society. Is it a socialist country, or it is a democratic country, or it is a monarchical country, or it is a religious country, etc. We can understand. So, it tells us the fundamental nature of the society. Second function, to define the nature of country's political system. A constitution defines the nature of country's political system. So, in our country, not only in our country, sometimes there is more than one political party. By only two political parties are there, and their election also, how these elections are held after 5 years or 4 years, etc. So, what is the ruling system? How the elections are held, etc. We can understand. So, this constitution defines the nature of country's political system. The first purpose, Neha, the constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. The constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. Anshita, second one, constitution defines us what is the nature of the country's political system. The third one, it ensures that the dominant group does not use its power against others. The constitution ensures that the dominant group does not use its power against the other, or the majority community. The constitution does not allow the majority community to dominate the minority community. All of you understood? The majority constitution do not allow the majority community to dominate the minority community. That is also the purpose of the constitution. So Fatima, the first one, constitution tells us the fundamental nature of country's political system. Second one, to define as a country's political system. Third one, it does not allow to dominate the majority community to the minority community. There were two types of dominations. There are two types of domination. They are inter-community domination and intra-community domination. All of you understood? So, already I said the constitution does not allow to what? To dominate the majority community to minority community, or we can say that to ensure that dominant group does not use its power against the other. That means it does not allow the domination of any community. So there were two types of domination. They are inter-community domination and intra-community domination. Which are they? Inter-community domination and intra-community domination. Inter-community domination means one community dominate other. One community dominate other. Sometimes the Hindu community dominate Muslim, or Muslim community dominate the Hindu religion, etc. That is inter-community domination. That means one community dominate other. But intra-community domination, the domination takes place within the community. The more powerful members of the community dominate, the less power people in the same community. The domination takes place within the community. That is intra-community domination. Inter-community domination means the domination takes place between two communities. That is, one community dominate other community. That is inter-community domination. While intra-community domination means the members of one community dominate the members of the same community. That is known as intra-community domination. These two types of domination is not allowed by the constitution. The constitution does not allow any kind of domination. All are equal. All of you understood? So last purpose of the constitution is to save us from ourselves, to help us to save ourselves. So already you learned that right to constitutional remedy is a fundamental right. So we can approach the court if we believe the fundamental right is violated by the government or any individual, etc. We have the right to approach the court against the government or any individual, etc. So the Constitution helps us ourselves. That is the last purpose of our Constitution. So what are the purpose of the Constitution? Please look at the board. Constitution tells us the fundamental nature of the society. See third page, first one. It tells us the fundamental nature of the society. Second one, the Constitution defines the nature of country's political system. Third one, to ensure that dominant group does not use its power against other. And there are two types of domination. They are inter-community domination and intra-community domination. Inter-community domination means domination takes place between two communities. That is, one community dominate other. Intra-community domination means one community, the members of one community dominate the same members of the same community. That means the more powerful members dominate the less powerful members. That is intra-community domination. And the last one, Constitution is to save us from ourselves. So these are the purpose of the Constitution. I think all of you understood very well. So today we learn about Constitution. What do you mean by Constitution? Archana, Sumitra, any idea? The Constitution is a set of rules and laws according to a country is governed. And how many days taken by our Constitution to draft the Constitution? 2 years, 11 months and 17 days. And Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is considered as the father of Indian Constitution. And finally, 26 January 1950, our Constitution came into force. So we celebrate this 26 January as a Republic Day. So, next we studied about the purpose of the Constitution. The first purpose, it tells us the fundamental nature of the society. Second one, the Constitution defines the nature of country's political system. Next is we studied about it does not nominate majority, community to minority. There are two domination, inter-community domination and intra-community domination. The last one we studied about the Constitution is to save us from ourselves. I think all of you understood very well, and I will send the notes through Google Classroom. All the students should participate in the interactive session. Hari Om. Thank you.